have some wood glue here. This is a big step. I would say it's step 2. I took off the paint. I took off the tape on the guitar body, and for the most part, it's okay. This is a little bit tighter, but I sanded it because when I touched it, I was in the middle of my dining room, and I touched it and it just went all over, so I have a big mess on the floor. So I just carefully took it outside again and sanded all of the inside of here and on the back cavity, because it just has a lot of residue and a lot of, crumbs basically from this, what do you call it? From the paint. What happened last night, my dog woke me up at 2 a.m. She had to drink some water. She was very tired. I don't know what happened to her, but she's fine now, thankfully. But and it woke me up at 2 a.m, and then it took me like an hour to get back to sleep, and then I woke up at 5:30. So anyway, I'm sitting there going, why am I, and I'm sitting here at work too. I'm thinking, oh, what am I doing? I need to win the lottery. I need everybody who watches this to give me money so I don't have to work anymore. Anyway, let's glue this together. So I have this wood glue, and I'm just going to put a layer of glue here. So let's just go ahead and do that. This is wood glue, and this is the wood glue that somebody suggested on YouTube. I think it was the same person that did the paint, that suggested the paint. How come, like, this was the absolute last piece that I did? You can't even see it, but you kind of can. And I put it on just what I thought was a little too thick, but it came out perfect looking right here. I practiced on a piece of wood too to make sure that the methodology would work. And it kind of did look okay. But then when I did it on this, it just didn't come out as well. The funny thing is, let's take a look real quick, because look at that. From a distance, you can see my streaks and how I tried to go one way and then the other way and then the other. I tried to build it up, going back and forth and going this way and this way too. You can still kind of see my spray marks here. But overall, if you just look at it like this, and I'm unfocused on it for the most part, kind of, it looks okay as far as color goes. So let's glue this together. I have a clamp. The worst thing I can do is just sit here and complain about it the whole time. I already have, don't worry. But I'm just kind of done. It's like, okay. And I keep saying that, and I do mean it. If I had to do it over, I probably wouldn't. I don't know. Is it worth it? Is this guitar going to sound okay? I don't know how these pickups are, but for me, I think that's the majority of the guitar sound anyway. Your pickups and your hands. So there we go. We're glued together, folks. It is 1:47 on Monday, the 27th of October, and we're glued our neck and body together. In theory, this will never come apart again, but you never know. So I have my trusty clamp here. I realized that this part fell off, and I was just thinking, what can I do to make sure that doesn't fall apart? So, wow, this is what happens when you're absolutely uncoordinated. Where did the top go? Great. I have to put the top back on this thing. So, the reason I mentioned the time too, it's 1:47, 1:48 now, is there we go. I have it glued in, and they suggest gluing it and letting it sit for 24 hours. Not a problem. I'm just going to sit this to the side. Still have the box over there in the corner, so I'm just going to lay it on the box, and hopefully this glue, a little bit of glue came out through this side. That's perfect. Okay, so that means the glue spread out, and we want to have good coverage on this glue. Give it one more little, squeeze it in. If it leaves a mark on this side, it's not a big deal. If it leaves a mark on this side, it is. So with this, it's sitting on this guitar pick, so it distributes out the weight a little bit more. And yeah, there we go. We're glued together. Part 2 is done. So I put my machine heads in. I glued my body on. I took off my tape. I sanded it down a little bit more. It's dirty again. The way I found the best way to deal with a lot of this dirt is one of these thick Swiffers. I use them on my floors. I love them. They work really well to clean my floors because they get really dirty with my pups. And that picks up a lot of that dirt. So we're done. This is a milestone. Whether or not it actually, I don't know. I think now that we're at this point where everything is glued together, and we'll just let this glue sit, we'll just focus on trying to make the hardware work and figuring out what we want to do for hardware going forward. It has knobs and stuff like that. They look okay. They're suited for it, but I'd rather have something different. I'd love to have different pickups, but I don't know. And I realize one image has this up by a little bit and the other image has it not like that, but this has a little riser on it too, so I'm assuming the pickup is going to sit like just a little bit above this, which is where it's supposed to sit anyway, because the strings will be approximately here. So we're going to let it sit. I'm just excited to get on it. I'm ready to, like I said before, I'm just ready to start making noise with this thing. I think it'll be okay. I just wish I knew what I knew before. But that's like everything, so whatever.